Hi guys, Elmarie here, Worcester, Western Cape, South Africa. And yes, I'm sounding like this because I'm getting irritated with myself. I think this is like the third recording. I'm doing the fourth one. So yes, anyway, hi. Welcome back to anyone who's returning, and thank you for, well, welcome to anyone who's new, and I hope you enjoy the podcast. The video is, well, it's not really a podcast, but that's a story for another day. This video is about fiber and fiber related stuff, so that will include knitting or sewing or whatever I've been doing. South Africa is, for those of you who don't know, at the bottom of Africa, and we have gone into spring. So it's southern hemisphere, we're into spring, and Africa gets hot. It really gets hot here during summer. So we yeah, it's getting hot. It really is. Anyway, let's go move on to what I've been doing. I've been sewing. I can't really get up and show you guys what I'm wearing, but I'll try. Oh, it's all wrinkled. This is the t-shirt. Is a Mandy Boat t-shirt. It's a free pattern by Tessuti Fabrics. Put the link down below. It's very easy make. This is the cotton lycra. It's got a 5% lycra in it, and this is 100% cotton. It's a very lightweight cotton pinafore, a York pinafore that I made from a pattern by Helen's Closet. I'm also eyeing the can't remember the name now. I'm definitely eyeing the, can't remember the name. I'll get there. No, anyway, it's another pattern of hers that I'm eyeing, and I want to start soon as I can buy the pattern. They are Canadian designers, or she's a Canadian designer, and I like the fact that she makes patterns for real women. You know, it's not something fancy, it's just normal everyday wear stuff. It's a dungaree. I've wanted a dungaree for ages. I can't find something that will suit my figure. I mean, I wear a size 16. That's a 42. No, size 40. Size 40 or 16, and I can find stuff that I like, but by the time I like it, I don't want to pay for it. And also my style that has become really simplistic over the years, in the sense that I've always been a jeans and t-shirts type, and I don't like fancy stuff. It just doesn't work for me. It needs to be practical and usable and movable, and I don't like polyester on my skin. I don't like, it's like putting a piece of plastic over your head, really. I just don't like it. It irritates me. It makes me sweaty. So finding things in a shop that's actual 100% cotton or linen or whatever, by the time you find that, it is so freaking expensive that you might as well just make it yourself. Anyway, that's what I've been making. The dungarees, I'm just waiting to be able to buy the pattern. As soon as I can buy the pattern, I'll be making the dungarees. Other than that, I haven't got any FOs to show tonight. Do have whips. So my first whip is actually a hoe or half object, as they call them. It's a knitted project, and it's socks. Look. See, I finished one sock, and I'm on the heel of this one. I finished the flap I need to do the heel turn and then pick up the stitches for the gusset. I would like to explain, I'm going to put the link down below. I've been doing a lot of toe-up socks. I've got a recipe that I follow and that I usually teach as well, because it's easy and it's quick and it's not difficult to do. It's not intimidating. A lot of people find sock knitting intimidating because of the heel. So it's really not that difficult once you understand the simplicity of it. It's easy to do. But I got really bored with that. I did quite a few of them, and then I started with this yarn. This yarn is my hand dyed. It's like a leftover of one of my hand dyes. It just didn't sell. That's the color. Probably can't see the color very well right now. It's like a gray blue with some copper speckles in it. I actually love this color. So, and the way it's knitting up right now, I absolutely really like. See, really love it. Anyway, so I was thinking about, well, okay, just do a old-fashioned cuff down one for a change, and I was thinking about it, and then I got the pattern from Vine. Now, Vine is Kirsten, I can't remember her name, but I follow her on YouTube, and she had a pattern released years ago already for her favorite sock, just a very basic vanilla sock, and she changed she didn't really change the pattern, she just fixed mistakes that she didn't like, and it's a revised pattern, and she sent it out, and she also sent it out with a YouTube tutorial, which I will link down below. Having said that, I know how to knit the socks by now, so it's not that I didn't know how to knit it. I just felt, and I could read the pattern, but I felt if I follow this YouTube channel, I would actually be sort of inspired to finish it, the tutorial. And I did, and I finished one, and I'm halfway through the other one, so great. I'm using my Addi needles for this. It's these Addi 2.5 needles, 2.5 millimeters, and magic loop method. And yeah, the cuff is a 1x1 rib. I don't really like the 2x2 rib. I don't have these teeny tiny little ankles. I have ankles, but they're just not teeny tiny because I'm not teeny tiny, so that's not gonna happen. And the 2x2 rib tends to be too stretchy for me. I stick to the 1x1, and then it's about 30 rounds to the flap. Someone's like knocking on my door. I don't know why. Guys, you see what I have to live with now. I'm supposed to be recording this in complete and utter peace. I have somebody knocking on the door, then I've got a telephone ringing in the back. Anyway, I'm thinking of doing this like 1 o'clock in the morning and seeing if that happens. Anyway, so this is about 20 rounds down there. As I said, I don't make my my socks very long, because also with the fact that I'm not built small, I got my dad's calves, so getting a pair of socks that actually fits over my calves is a challenge. Yeah, so you see, so that's like 20, yes, that's also 20 rounds. This is about 30. How many is this? Anyway, I'll link it down below. So that's that. The other whip I can show you, I've got like tons of whips somewhere that are just like UFOs. Is this one, and this one I really want to finish. I started it off because I made the previous episode. I had my new sweater on, and I have nothing to wear around it. So I took some of my leftover scrappies and I started just, you know, liner shawl. Just my own version of it. I started fading this ball of yarn into it. Find it in here somewhere. This one was the original. This one is what I started fading into it. This is just a variegated sort of colorway. And then I've got this one, this green, that I also want to get in there. I'm using again Addy circulars. This is a 5 millimeter. I don't know what that is in US terms. Sorry for the sniffle. I did mention it's spring, right? So sniffles there will be. And then okay, that's the only thing I can show you guys for whips. The next thing I want to talk about is what I have in my shop at the moment. Those of you who have been following me on Instagram and have heard the previous episode, I have a brick and mortar shop now in the arcade in Worcester. It's a test run, really. If that doesn't work out, I'll just move the shop to my house. I have plenty of space here. I have a larger space at my house than I have there. I would prefer to stay there. I like going there in the mornings and seeing everybody packing out, and you know, I like that. But I also want to be able to serve my customers, and if I can't pay my rent, then it's just going to end up being a mess. So we'll see how that goes. For now, I'm there. So I would like to show you guys what I've been doing, because I've been dyeing a lot. And this is 2 of the skeins of my new range of self-striping yarns. That's my husband coughing. This one. This one is called Namakwaland. It's Namakwa spring. Anyway, it's springtime, and in the Namakwaland, that's a part of South Africa anyway, in the Western Cape, there's a lot of flowers coming out, and it's really beautiful. Anyway, this one is called The Last Storm. So these are self-striping. For those of you who know what self-striping is, it makes stripes when you knit them. I also dyed up these tonals that I want to add to sets as 25 grams. So it will be like so. You can that or that. That will work with both of them. And then I have, well, this yellow will go with this. I did not, that's the other color I need, it's like a navy. And then I have this brown that will also go with this one. So I'm going to have 25 grams each for each one of them that I can, for each set. And I'll be dyeing according to that for a while, until I'm done with sock. As we all know, you do knit in summer, and you knit the smaller things. You knit the stuff like socks when it gets heavy and it's too hot. But sock knitting is just fine because it's small and it's tiny, and you don't have to worry about it getting all on you. At the same time, I want to tell you, I have found that since I'm really just knitting with natural fibers, I don't have that problem at all. I don't get too hot to knit. It's not really an issue for me. But then, you know, we are all different. Then I want to tell you, Rose's Yarn Garden is, sorry, I talked about her stuff before. This is her lace weight. This is her blue. She's got very pretty names for them. Like this one is called Mint, obviously. It's like a green. This one is called Sweet Pea. And this one is Bluebell. And they're so very pretty together. Now this kid has a knack for color that's just amazing. I'm going to show you quickly all 5 of the colorways that I have in the shop at the moment. She's got the one base that she started out with, which is a lace weight. Please don't be afraid of a lace weight. The other girl that works for me knit up a summer top for herself that I will also put up at some point. That will come up on the Instagram feed at some point, but it's beautiful. Okay, so look at those colors. Aren't they beautiful? Oh wait, let's see if I can get get them all in. Okay, look at that. Stunningly beautiful colors that she's able to rock up. This is her lace weight. So you get very far with one ball of these. They're 50 gram balls. She also started with a sock weight. It will be this one. I only recently learned from Dana, from Color Spun, that this is really a cotton sock weight. So I thought, let's see how it goes. I started knitting up a pair of socks with cotton. And just before somebody tells me you can't knit socks with cotton, I actually have a customer that does. And she's very happy with her end result. I think, like in most cases, to each his own. So I just started this, see, did cast it on. And I'm doing, yes, a cuff down again. So that will be knit, pull, knit, pull, knit, pull, knit, pull, knit, pull. So it's again, it's a 1 by 1 rib, and it's actually knitting up just fine. I'm curious to see how the sock itself will feel, but to be honest, if I can knit summer socks, sorry guys, I just want to finish this row. I don't have to finish the row, right? No. I'll leave it. If I can make myself a couple of summer socks, I would be very happy. It's like now, we're going to have, this whole week is hot, and then we have 16 degrees Celsius on Sunday, and it cools down again. And I sometimes just wear tackies in summer as well. So depending what side of summer, February you don't wear tackies, but the rest of the time you do wear tackies, and you wear socks with your tackies. So if I can knit them up, yay. Okay, well that is Rose. Of course I have my own yarns, the hand dyes. I also have African Expressions, which I did not bring with me, but honestly African Expressions you can see anywhere on the website, on the internet. You can see it there. I've also, what I did want to show you guys, because this is not something that you see everywhere, is this t-shirt yarn. It's tarn. It's also made in Port Elizabeth, and I have to say this is really amazing t-shirt yarn. So I've got this in the shop. I also have, these in the shop. Now, crochet needles, crochet hooks, not needles, are a bit of a thing. But this one, the Knit Pro one, has a handle that's really has a nice grip to it. Got several different sizes of them. And then I have my go-tos. Addies. They're just my favorite knitting needle. I can't help myself. It's my favorite knitting needle. What you gonna do about it? So yeah, that is what I have in the shop. No, I have a lot of stuff in the shop. I have the bags in the shop. I have I have knitwear in the shop that's been finished. I'm hoping to get some more inventory from local makers. But at the moment the shop is moving. And the online shop is open, and that for me is a very, very important thing. Everything is on there. I'm stocking Moya DK and the Moya Shimmer, which is the 50-50 bamboo and cotton. I'm stocking Ton. I'm stocking my own hand dyes, and Harmony. That is Harmony is the merino, African Expressions 100% merino, Aran base. Although I have to tell you, to be honest, it's Aran, but it doesn't feel like Aran. It knits up like DK, like the normal double knit that you would usually see. You knit with the same needle size as well. I also have acrylics. I mentioned that before. Don't really like acrylics, but I do understand that there are people that need it. So the acrylic brand that I have is the only other import except for the needles and the crochet hooks, and that's called Himalaya. It's an anti-pilling acrylic, so it's a really good quality acrylic. It works well and it feels nice, so it's from Turkey. It's a good quality anyway. So that having said that, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say. Oh yes, I am going to break up the different episodes. So the episodes will be, as I mentioned before, there will be lesson episodes that will be separate from the others. I have not exactly decided how I'm going to do that yet. My husband and I talked about it this afternoon, and he said, why don't I just do like the lessons at the shop after, like on a Saturday afternoon? And I'm thinking I'm gonna do that, just stay later and then have the lessons and do the lessons there, simply because it's quiet and there's no one to bother me and I have my own space to work in. So I'm thinking of doing that. The first lesson will be how to crochet a flower, because I promised that to a customer and I haven't delivered yet. I'm so sorry, but I promised that, and that's going to be the first lesson, and it's going to be in Afrikaans. Want ek het julle beloof ek sal dit vir julle in Afrikaans ook doen. So that's going to be in Afrikaans, and I'll do an English one as well, although there are so many English patterns out there. Honestly, you guys, so many English tutorials. There are really lots and lots of them. What I don't see any of are the Afrikaans ones. So if somebody can teach me Xhosa, I'll do it in Xhosa too. I don't care, but I want to go to a language, to use the languages that are not often used. When it comes to teaching people crocheting and knitting and just the other basic skills. Also, if all goes according to God's plan, not my plan, God's plan, I will be starting a non-profit organization soon, but I'll tell you about that when it gets to that. Either way, the classes will start as soon as I have a proper venue, the paid for classes. That will include spinning classes, and I just want to say it's on a spin wheel, not the bicycle type, you know, it's a spin wheel one. I will start that as soon as I have a proper venue for it. I guess, give classes at the shop, but there's a time limit on that, and there's also a space limit. So I'm still looking for a proper venue. I can do it from my home, but I really don't actually want to. I've been thinking about that a lot, but that is a space invasion. And it's like right now my husband is, I mean, if I move the shop, the physical shop, to my house, that's a different ball game. But at the moment it's going to be back and forth all the time. And as I wanted to say, is right now my husband has taken 3 days off, although you wouldn't believe it, he's still on his phone all the time. But when he's off or at home, just coming in for lunch, it's doing classes then isn't gonna work. But then if I move the shop to the house, it's gonna be a different story. Then we'll just have to rearrange the entire house. That's okay, I don't mind doing that. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Yeah, take care of yourself. Please remember to take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. So many people have lost loved ones, so give some extra love to your family, to your close family, to the people in your house, your husband, your kids, and also to the rest of your family. Life is too short not to really love each other and take care of each other. So do that. I hope to see you guys again soon, and bye.